Another NES game to have a gripping graphical gimmick would be 1991's Vice Project Doom. I have now talked a good amount about the graphical limitations of the Nintendo Entertainment System. These limitations could be significantly expanded by special chips installed in game cartridges, for example the MMC3 chip, which was the most widely used in the later years of the NES. One feature this chip had that I'm yet to talk about was something called a scanline counter. While games I've talked about previously, like Super Mario Bros. 3 and Kirby's Adventure, do make use of this feature, this game, Vice Project Doom, relies on it. A scanline counter is essentially exactly what it sounds like. Scanlines are how the NES sends video information to the television, essentially horizontal, row by row, each row being a single pixel. The television then takes these rows and draws them one by one in order, very quickly to produce an image. This means that the image on screen is not all drawn at once, which means you could theoretically change a frame as it is being drawn. By default, the Nintendo Entertainment System had a limited way to make use of this, known as Sprite Zero detection. This method, however, could only be used once per frame and thus wouldn't be enough for what Vice Project Doom is able to accomplish. With the scanline counter keeping track of how many lines have been scanned into the television at any given time, we can easily split the screen multiple times, change tile sets, and in the case of Vice Project Doom, the speed at which the background scrolls. This is what allows for the background of the game to be scrolling at different speeds, creating the parallax effect and the illusion of depth in the background. This would become a more standard feature after this game and would be included in many other cartridge enhancement chips. Interestingly, parallax can be something that is still relatively complicated to pull off, and it took us a while to get it right in our game, Rutabaga Desert Storm, but how we did that is a story for another time.